John Rasmus with Flying Unknown here. This is just a quick episode. Here I have Super Anti-Spyware open. It's a free piece of anti-spyware software you can download. You can use your own. I'm not selling it. I don't really care if you download it or not. Just I recommend you clean your computer, and I 100% cleaned it. This is my laptop, and I'm using Cam Studio, which is also free. Cam Studio only works for a couple minutes, and then it kind of dies. But so these videos are kind of short, some of them, but I sped them up and sliced them, and I tried to make this as short a video as possible because I know you don't want to look at a 3-hour video, but this investigation took about 3 hours. My computer's 100% clean. I wanted to check out these paranormal alternative websites. The first one I randomly chose was AboveTopSecret Dot Com. I wanted to know which ones had viruses, which ones had spyware. Now, I'm not using an antivirus program per se, but I am specifically targeting spyware with Super Anti-Spyware, and 58 malicious threats were found on AboveTopSecret.com after surfing the site for a few seconds. I did speed up those few seconds, but it was no longer than 40 seconds, and I found 58 threats. That's over one threat per second. And I went to disinfo.com and did the same thing. Clicked on about the same amount of links. I made sure there are links on the site and not links off the site. Well, I tried my best to make sure it was on the site. 26 threats on disinfo.com. That's dangerous. About one threat for every 2 seconds on the site. That's not a good sign when you get that many threats. The next website I randomly went to go to is anomalies.net. I used to go to that site back in the day, and it's an old site. I haven't been there recently. So I just wanted to... I'm focusing on paranormal websites. I'm speeding this up so you don't have to see a very long video. Only one threat detected, and that is a good sign. That means there's one normal banner. Looks like fast click banners on there. It's not a big deal. Next site was godlikeproductions.com. This is a site I like to avoid like the plague. It reminds me of the worst possible paranormal area in Reddit, perhaps. It's just full of a bunch of garbage. They say don't believe anything on this website. Well, one thing I do believe is in my antivirus scan. So let's see how many. How many we got here. 39. That's about 1.5 malicious threats per second that I was surfing. Very bad. 39 is a lot. I don't recommend you ever go to that website. Anything above 10 is a lot, in my opinion. So the next one, I went to cryptozoology.com. Website I've never heard of, never been to. I just wanted to make it random and go to some random websites. Cryptozoology.com is clean. It has no potentially harmful threats. That's a good sign. Next one is MUFON.com, Mutual UFO Network. They're pretty famous for searching for UFOs. It's alternative news. I wanted to know if they're also trying to search for information on my computer and trying to stalk me and find out where I go. And no, they aren't. It's a clean website. No harmful threats. That's a good sign. So that's a website you can be safe going to. And SETI.org, the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, of course. I wanted to know if they're also searching for what's on my computer. I wanted to know if they're really not interested in extraterrestrials, but interested in following me for advertisement reasons and potential. No, they're not. 0 threats. SETI.org is a clean website. You can go there and be safe. CropCircleConnector.com. I've never been here, but I've heard of it. Focus on crop circles, of course. That's alternative paranormal / I surfed these websites about the same amount of time, about 40 seconds each. I sped it up, and let's see, 2 threats detected. That's 2 banners, 2 advertisements. That's not too bad. That's pretty normal. Earthfiles.com is Linda Moulton House, supposed cattle mutilation experts, alternative paranormal news site. I never surfed this site, but wanted to surf it, check it out to see, just to be fair. and there is only one threat detected, which is just a normal banner, and that's normal. It's pretty safe. Be sure to clean your computer on a regular basis. UnknownCountry.com, that is Whitley Strieber's alternative news site, similar to Earth Files. I never go here either, but I remember it had existed, so I decided to do a search, see if Whitley Strieber's connected into the Illuminati to see if he wants to steal my info. And only 2 threats. It's not a big deal. It just means he has 2 advertisements that kind of outreach, they kind of reach into the user a little bit more than they should. But it's not a big deal. It's totally normal. Now I decided to go to rents.com. One of the oldest paranormal websites I remember back from the 90s. Haven't ever been here for a long time. Probably haven't even clicked on one of his sites links since 1999, and 100% clean. You think one of the oldest paranormal websites would have a lot of stuff on it, but nope. And these are not thorough investigations. They're only a few seconds of surfing. EnterpriseMission.com, Richard C. Hoagland, the Face on Mars guy's website. A lot of cool stuff. He sees the face on Mars in one picture. He sees C-3PO's face in another one, and sometimes it looks like C-3PO's head. But wanted to see if he's and two malicious threats, which is really just 2 banners, 2 advertisements. It's normal. It's not a big deal. Clean your computer on a regular basis. Infowars.com. I wanted to end on Infowars.com because I assumed he would have a lot of viruses, because a lot of people say he's a puppet. A lot of people say trust me, the puppets are going to have a lot of spyware on their websites. The non-puppets are not. So let's find out firsthand if this 40-second, 50-second, about 40 seconds surfing, I speed it up. He sells a lot of crap, that's for sure. So it makes me feel like he's going to try to steal my information to sell me more. And let's see what the scan shows. It's coming up. 1 threat detected. He only has basically 1 advertisement banner. And that's pretty normal. So I was very surprised about that. Very surprised. Alex Jones, he can't be a puppet as far as I'm concerned, website-wise, because he's not searching for my information. It's just a normal banner advertisement threat. Anything above 10 is bad. Anything below 2, well, anything above 10 is bad. Anything below 10 is... Okay, here are the 3 ones that I'm very worried about. I'm never going to go to those websites for the rest of my life. AboveTopSecret.com, Disinfo.com, and GodlikeProductions.com. Do not go there. As far as the other ones, 2 spyware threats, 1 spyware threat. It's just 2 banners here, 1 banner there. It's very normal. And I'd say these sites are safe to go to. All these other sites are pretty safe to go to. But then again, I only surfed them for 40 seconds. I mean, if I surfed them for an hour, maybe I'd find something. But all I can tell you is what this scientific investigation shows. And it shows that these 3 websites are bad. Do not go there unless you want to be covered in viruses. Disinfo.com, I found 26 spyware threats after a few seconds of surfing the website, about 40 seconds. GodlikeProductions.com, I found 39 spyware threats after a few seconds of surfing the website. Very bad. AboveTopSecret.com takes the cake. It's the king of spyware threats with 58 after a few seconds of surfing their website. I recommend you never go to these 3 websites for the rest of your life unless you want to be your laptop or computer to die. The amount of spyware on these websites is cancer for your computer. And I clean my computer every day, a quick scan, every week a thorough scan, and I recommend you do that. But these are roadblocks that are in the way of paranormal investigators, alternative news investigators. All these spyware threats, they're not good. And I just wanted to let you know of my recommendations, and you can repeat this yourself if you don't trust my data. I can repeat this and come up with similar numbers every single time. It's going to be slightly different numbers, give or take a few, based on what random links I clicked on, but it's going to be similar every single time. It's scientifically able to prove it. Hopefully the really bad ones will be good in the future and get rid of the horrible ads. Some of them are purposely embedded with these horrible ads for, I believe, malicious purposes beyond just trying to sell something to you. But this spyware, it follows you, it tracks you, it tracks every single website you go to. It wants to know what you type in, where you go, so it can predict what it can sell you, so it can give you advertisements and pop-ups to sell you products it thinks you're interested in. That's the main purpose for spyware, but I believe the worst possible spyware is no different than a Trojan virus. Now, I'm not an expert with viruses. That's my opinion, but as far as these numbers, it's not my opinion. It's a fact, verifiable, repeatable scientific fact. You can repeat this on your own anti-spyware software, and feel free to post it in the comments and share with us if you found any websites with a massive amount of spyware or viruses, and a lot of these go untalked about. I know on some forums, on some of the websites, if you mention this information, you're banned from the forum, you're banned from the website. That's one of the reasons I'm making this video. You don't have control over my YouTube channel. I'm going to post the facts, I'm going to post the truth. So if you have any recommendations of websites you want me to check out, post it in the comments. If you have any alerts you want to alert people about, websites to recommend or avoid, like the plague, post it in the comments. This video is getting a little bit long, so I'm going to cut it off right here. I'm making a new episode. It's going to come up pretty soon. I thank you for your patience, and this has been John Rasmus with Flying Unknown. Be seeing you.